Hello, I'm William J. Archambault Jr. for the Real Estate Investment Institute. Today's word is value, home value. Every home has at least 3 values, and some have 4. The highest value is the owner's value. The owner is, after all, selling his home. His memories. He remembers where the kids took their first steps. He remembers his daughter's wedding in the parlor. Every good thing that's happened to him has happened in and around that home. His value includes all those memories. His value includes the intrinsic value that can only be established over time. Unfortunately, it has very little reference to the other values. The second highest value for most homes is the buyer's value, because, like the homeowner, the buyer sees more than what's there. He sees his potential. He sees his kids learning to walk. He sees his kids finishing high school. To the buyer, the property is worth more than it is to anyone, with the exception of the seller. Then there's the most practical value, the one we have to live with. There's the lender's value. Lenders, through appraisers or independent contractors, look at a house and they compare it to similar houses that have sold recently, and they determine a value. It may or may not be equal to those comparable houses, depending on the market. If the market is falling or the market is rising, even a house that sold 3 months ago, let alone 6, which is the standard, may no longer be comparable. It may no longer support the value or represent the new increased value. When it comes to financing, all buyers find out they have to live with the lender's value, the appraisal, the comparable value. Sellers have to adjust to this idea too, because it's rare that the client, the buyer, is going to pay more than what his lender thinks the property is worth. Some houses have a 4th value. That value, is established by the return on investment required by people buying as an investment. They look at the risk. They look at the potential for rental. They apply their own factors to it and what they want in the way of a return, and they have a value, and it's frequently even lower than the bank's value, than the comparables. And this is okay. If you want their money, you have to play the game their way, because unlike the seller and unlike the buyer, they have no emotional attachment to the property. Value is presented today only for understanding. Now, have a good day and go buy a house.